Hey, what's up, guys? I'm happy today because I finally have a build ready for my rug generator for Chaos Vantage for you to use for free. Yes, I said for free. I'm giving it away. So I hope you guys try it and give me your feedback. As for now, there's still stuff that I want to add to it. But meanwhile, I want you to try it and let me know, like, if you find any bugs or if there's any idea that you would like to add to the tool. So yeah, all you have to do to download it is go to my website in the link below the video, and you can download it for free. All right, so I'm gonna show you how to install it, and then I'm gonna go all around and show you like the option that you have in the tool. All right, so once you have it downloaded, you're gonna end up with a file named ruggenerator.mzp, and all you have to do is just drop it in your 3ds Max viewport. And as for now, like, I've built the tool with 3ds Max 2024. Right now I'm gonna add the tool to Max 2023, and I didn't see any problem yet. So if you guys have, for example, an older version of 3ds Max, give it a try and let me know if it's working for the older version. All right, so once you have it drop in your viewport, you're gonna have this window. You just click OK, and now you can see I have now my rug generator icon right here. If you don't want it here, you can just delete like this. And for those that don't know how to add a shortcut in your toolbar here, you go to customize user interface like this. It's gonna open up the screen. You go to toolbar, and it's going to be under rug generator, so in the category, so you can see rug generator here, and all you have to do is click here and drag it somewhere. If you want, you can create a new toolbar. You just name it rug generator, and it's gonna appear here in the middle of your screen. You just drag this into here, and now you can put it wherever you want as well, like this. All right, so if I open it just like this, I'm gonna have my tool here. As you can see right now, everything is grayed out because I don't have any rug in my scene. So I already have Vantage open. Right now you can see like there's a mode. You can change in between Vantage and V-Ray. V-Ray is not gonna work right now. Well, actually you can create a rug and try to render with V-Ray, but there's some feature that I'm adding to the tool that are not ready yet. So stick to Vantage, but whatever, if you want to give it a try, you can. Let me know if it's working well. So I'm just gonna move my 3ds Max on the other screen like this, and I'm gonna move my Vantage like this. I'm gonna pin this, and now if I open my script on my other monitor and move it over here, it's not gonna work. Okay, something like this. All right, so now this is my viewport in Chaos Vantage, and right now I have no rug in my scene, so I'm just gonna go ahead and create a rug, and it's gonna use this parameter here to use like for the width, the length, the thickness, and the chamfer of the rug. So if I do create rug, you'll see I'm gonna have a rug in my viewport appearing just like this. And right now you have to be in perspective to see it correctly. All right, so like I added like some rug here that you can use as preset, but just stick to custom if you want to create your own like size. And like you can in real time you can modify this. So like if I go, I don't know, whatever, you can see like my rug is gonna change. And you can use right now you can see like there's a thickness that I can change just like this for my rug. You can also make it flat just like this. Okay, and this can be helpful if you want to blend two rugs that I'm gonna show you later in the tutorial. But for now I'm gonna stick to this one. Just gonna put it back to somewhere like this. Whoa. Alright. And you have renderable rug, which is going to actually hide the rug but leave the air. And I'm gonna also show you why I added this later in the video. And you also have pick rug. So pick rug is great because if you have a scene that you created like multiple rug in your scene. So for example, I'm just gonna go ahead, move this one over here and create another rug. Just give it some time to load. So now I have my two rugs, and you can see like the name of the rug here has changed. So I'm just gonna go whoops, just change the value here so it's easier to see the difference. Okay, so now I have my two rugs. By the way, my the tool is disappearing every time I click in the viewport of Chaos like this, so I'm just bringing it back. But I'm never closing it right now. Okay, so right now I'm using my RG generator 2, which is like this new rug that I just created. And if I go ahead and add red color so you guys can see better the difference, you can see like if I pick a rug like this, I'm gonna go and in my 3ds Max viewport click on the other rug. You can see that now I'm selecting this one and my parameters here has changed. So this is the button that you have to click if you want to swap and modify multiple rug in the same scene. Okay, so if I go ahead and I'm just gonna delete this one, bring this one back to the middle of my world, just like this. Okay, so now you have the color of the rug here. You have like the base of the root, you have the mid, the tip. Unfortunately right now you cannot add a bitmap onto your rug and have your air getting the same color at the root of the bitmap. To be able to do that, I would have to use the Chaos Surface Color map, I think, in V-Ray. I think this is what it's called, and right now it's not working in Vantage. But this is something that I'm gonna add in the V-Ray mode, but it's not available yet. I didn't do it yet. So sadly, right now you can only have one color on your rug, but you can do some variant if you want, and I'm gonna show you how you can add maybe like two color to the rug using mask really easily. Okay, so after that, like, you have the air transparency. This is just like giving a little bit of it's helping for the light to go through the air. It gives a little bit more realism. It's not perfect, but it's the only thing that I found that I can do right now, since I'm only using a V-Ray material, because like Vantage is not supporting any air material, you know. So right now it's pretty basic, but you can even if it's pretty basic, I think it looks good enough for most of the rug that you're going to create. Okay, so after that you have the air mesh parameter, which is controlling like the size and everything of your air. So if I go ahead and just like zoom in like this, I'm like, you have the root size here. So if I increase this like this, you can see the size of my air is changing, but it's not the length. This is only like the root size. So I'm gonna put it at 1. Also you have tip size, so you can see like right now I have no tip, and you can go even more like on the other side. Can you go higher than 0? Yeah, you can. Okay, so by default it's -1 if you want it to be like the tip close. After that, you have the scale, so you can change the scales of your air. You have the subdivision, which is a parameter that control like the subdivision along the vertical axis, horizontal axis, I mean. And this is helpful if you want to use the frizz parameter here. So like if I go ahead, don't go crazy with this, like stay between, I don't know, the default value and maybe 0.5, 0.05, whoops, and like this. And now if I go to frizz, you can see like I can give a little bit of weird stuff going on. And the bias is gonna control like the top of the bottom, like where you want it to happen, like this. Just gonna put it back to like 2, something like this. Bring it back a little bit like this, and the size is going to be like the vertical subdivision. So if I go to 3, you can see like my air right now is a triangle. If I go to 4, it's gonna be a quad, a square, and like, yeah, I think you get it. All right, so try to keep it like low, because anyways you're gonna add like a million of polygon I mean instances on your rug to make it look real. So keep it a value that is really low. You have the bend angle here, which is really cool because you can bend like this. So it's gonna be more realistic, of course. And the bend direction, like it's just if you want to change the direction of the bend. I don't really use it, but if you need it, it's there. Oh, auto back is saving. Okay, it's done. After that, you have the use round tip. So like if I toggle this, you'll see like now I'm having a round tip, like it's yeah. Sorry. And just to show you better, I'm just gonna lower like this, remove this, and maybe add this like this. So now you can see I have like little worms coming out of my rugs, right? So this is great if you want to do like a bathroom rug maybe. So like if I add more, you know what I mean? Something like that. So yeah, you can toggle this if you want to use this. Toggle it back. Just gonna put it back to what it was before to continue. Something like this. And after that you have the air cluster, which is actually like using array modifier to create cluster for the air. And right now you only have like the amount of like air that you have in the cluster that you can modify, but I'm gonna add more option later on. So if you toggle it, you'll see I'm gonna lower this so you can see better what it does. So like if you toggle air cluster, you can see you have a small patch of air like this, and yeah, you can play with the amount. I think it's faster actually to have like cluster before you multiply the instance in the scatter parameter. So for example, if I just leave it like this, if I go now and add I don't know 100,000 of instances on my rug, it's pretty fast. All right, even what, like I don't know, 500,000. Yeah, okay. So like you can see right now, it's pretty decent. Like I have nothing else in my scene, but like it's really easy to like move around my scene. So it's pretty good. And if I go back here, I just want to show you something about like the color. When you change the color, sometimes it's not instant, so you don't see it right away. I would suggest that you lower this value here when you modify anything on your rug, and once you're ready, you add the amount that you think looks the best for your rug. And sometimes when you, I'm gonna add something like this. Sometimes when you change the transparency value here, it's not gonna render right away. If it becomes black or it doesn't change anything, just refresh the material here and it's gonna update it in Vantage viewport. All right. So after that, you have max viewport, which is the maximum instance that you want to see in the max viewport. You also have the previous type. So like if I bring this back here, so this is the amount that you want to see in your viewport here, right? I think the default is good. You can also change the previous to dot or just none at all, so it's gonna be faster in your max viewport. And after that, you have the general scale value here that is controlling the scale map. So I'm just gonna go back to here, and so now if I use a map, a gray map like this, for example. Right now, like my map is active, but I don't see anything. It's because I need to change the value of the minimum here. So like if I put it at 0, you can see now I have my pattern on my rug, which is exactly my map that I added. And at 0, it's like everything that is white or black, I don't remember which one is what, but like it means that the white is like no air at all. But if I increase it to like 20%, I'm still gonna have like some patches of air here. And if I put it at 100, it's gonna be all the way up to it's gonna fill up my rug. But if I keep this one at 100 and put this one at 0, it's gonna be the same effect but inverted, right? But you can also use this button here, so you can invert it if you want, just like this. And this is really helpful if you want to add two type of color using the mask, and I'll show you soon. And you also have like avoid collision, so like if for whatever reason you don't want air to go into each other, you can use this and just lower the value here until you reach like something that you want. All right, so just know that this is there. And so yeah, you can also by the way, if you don't want the map, you just have to click it again, and if you click it back again like 2 times, you can change the map just like this. So if I put, for example, 25 here, and I'm gonna add more air like this, like we can see already like there's a variation on the rug. And right now I know the color are weird, so it's not a really good example, so I'll bring it back to something like this, and see like my color is not changing, so just gonna refresh it. And the more amount of air that you have, well, the more time it's gonna take to recalculate everything. So that's why I'm saying like you should keep it low until you know exactly what you want, and then you put it back if you want to render, right? Okay, so what if I want to color now on my rug? So I'm gonna remove this map and put the other one that I had like this, and I'm going to put this one at 0. So like you can see now I have this kind of effect on my rug. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna lower this so it's gonna be faster for me to work. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new rug on top of this one. and because I'm using the default value, I know it's gonna like be exactly on top of the other one. But what I want to do is use a flat surface rug. Actually, no. I want to keep the same rug, but I want to remove this here, uncheck this. So I want my rug to not be renderable, and by that I mean the mesh of the rug and not the air. I'm gonna leave everything else the same, and just so it's easier for you to see the difference, I'm gonna change the color here to whatever. Put it here. Put it here to something like this, and I'm gonna go all the way here to scale map. I'm gonna pick the same map, and I'm gonna put it at 0 as well. Invert my mask. So now I have my two rugs on top of each other, but I have one that is going to be gray and the other one is gonna be purple. So if I fill this a little bit, whoops, like this, so now you can see I have two colors on my rug, right? So if I go ahead and, by the way, as long as if you create a new rug, it's gonna use the same parameters as the other one, right? So I can, I don't know, I can modify them if I want. Something like this, maybe less cluster. Whoops. It's not using the cluster. Whoops. Just gonna reopen my script. Okay, so yeah, you have it right there. Like I have two rugs on top of each other. Just gonna go ahead and add something like this, and if I want to keep working on the other one, I can just pick the other rug. You have to select it in 3ds Max, and if I add more air like this, yeah, so there you have it. You have your rug with two color using a pattern, and like I'm sure you guys can achieve something better than what I'm doing right now, but I think you get the point. So yeah, guys, like, give it a try and tell me what you think. Tell me if it's working well for you, and please send me like example of your work. I'll be glad to see like what you achieve in your lifestyle. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for everything in the tool right now. And if you have any question, please feel free to comment below the video. And if you like the tool, please give it a like to the video and subscribe to my channel for more content, more I'm gonna be updating this tool soon. I want to add a couple of things. I want to add the option to use a custom mesh. So like if you have a pillow that you want to add air on it, you'll be able to do so. Stuff like that, you know. So yeah, I have a roadmap of update that I want to add to this tool. So like stay tuned, and thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.